Okay. So let's launch an instance. Instance is nothing but a virtual computer, and which is very easy to launch an instance. Just it's a management console. Just click on that AWS management console, right? And go to instance. This is Ec2 Dashboard. The whole, when you logged into your AWS account, whatever you see, this is the, let's say when you log into the AWS account, right? And I want to navigate to Ec2 Dashboard. Just go in the search bar, just look for Ec2 and click on that Ec2 on the top. And this is the, it will take you to Ec2 Dashboard. Why my internet is so slow today? Okay, so let's click on, do I have any running instances? I don't think I do have running instances, but just to give me a minute. Yeah, I don't have any running instance. So let's click on instances. Let's launch an instance. So you couldn't able to log into Ec2. So you did not work on Git commands. You did not connect it to the Git. You did not create users. You did not do anything. There is no point like giving you assignment and waiting till end of the day and discussing it. If I teach like this, I could finish all the course within a month. And if you don't do it, and it's waste of your time and as well as my time. And I don't want to do that. I want you to guys work actually. So review and launch. Launch it. So this is the just a name. This is a key pair name, just a name. You can provide any name that you want. And this is RSA type. Remember, when you generate SSH-keygen, what you will see? You will see ID underscore RSA, that is your private key, and ID underscore RSA dot pub, that is your public key. That says just type, key type is RSA. You can give any name. I gave like name called baseline, and I'm going to use the same key. We don't provide any GitHub URL here. Let me tell you where you need to provide a GitHub URL. Okay, launch instance. So instance will be ready in a minute. Instance will be ready in a minute. Then go to GitHub. Okay, now what I need to do is, let's grab that what is that command, so that I can connect to that EC2 instance through my SSH client. What is SSH client? My SSH client is Mac OS in this case. So I'm going to pick my SSH client. Okay, connect and grab this command, whole command, and downloads folder. By default, the key will be downloaded into downloads folder. Okay, and I will say just yes. You see that now I'm connected to that EC2 instance. Now my local computer is that EC2 computer. This is not Mac OS anymore. This is Amazon Linux. Remember the image ID that I chose is the Amazon Linux 2 image ID. So I use Amazon Linux 2 as an operating system, and I gave 8 GB of RAM, and I launched this server. And I'm connected to the server. Now my local computer is EC2. And who am I right now? I'm a EC2 user. So who am I? It's EC2 user. I'm EC2 user, right? The first things first. So to create a file, touch command, right? To create a file, touch command, and the file .txt. Now To open the file, vi is the command. Vi will take you to editor mode. File, text, and enter. It will take you to the editor mode. This is editor mode. But you are not in insert mode. So you cannot write data, something like this. Some case you can, some case you cannot. So what you need to do, every Linux machine, you need to use Shift I, that will take you to the insert mode. You see that? That will take you to the insert mode. Now you can add your data. Okay, let's add some good data. Oh, this is just a text file. Okay, this is just a text file. And to save the data, what you need to do, you need to, let's say I was in insert mode, right? And added my context. To save the context, the first thing you need to do, escape. That will take you to out of that insert mode. Shift colon. You see that? You will see that shift colon and everything on the bottom. Shift colon. W. W means write. Whatever you are editing here, save it. That means W. Q means come out of it. W, Q, shift 1. W, Q, shift 1. First, escape, colon, colon nothing but shift 1, shift colon, W, Q, shift 1. That will take you, that will save the data and take you out of that file. Let's say, for example, I just wanna, write something. I wanna save it before I come out, right? For example, let's say enter, and this is, I'm not saving this file. I'm not saving this file. And for example, I wanna just save it. I don't wanna come out. Shift. I made a mistake here. What mistake I made? I need to enter escape first. That will take me to out of that insert mode. Then shift colon W and a shift 1. And it's gonna save it, but it's not gonna get out of this file. Okay. And now I wanna write something, but I don't want to save it this time. Okay. I want to write something. Enter. I am saving this time. I don't want to save it. What scenarios that we do? Let's say you opened a file, you messed up something, right? Your intention is to add some good content, but you unintentionally you made some changes to that file. You made changes to some code. You don't want to save it, but you don't know what you changed. You don't want to save it. What you could do, just escape, shift colon, Q, quit it. Don't save it, quit it. If I do quit it, like, right? Can someone tell me what could be the output of this file? Let's see, what is the output of this file?
No text.
The third one won't be there, because remember the second one, I did save the file, but I did not get out of the file. I did use W. And the third time, I wrote something that I don't want to, and I don't want to save it. So I did not use any W. I just quit it and get out of it, right? So that's why the third one won't be saved, but the first and second one will be saved. Did we get it? Did I answer your question, Madhavi? Is that Madhavi or Aishwarya?
Yeah.
No, actually, I asked in some other screen, Vishnu. So, like, is that the same thing for that as well? Like, where you asked me to. Okay.
Any file is the same thing. This is how you change the files. You write the data to file, or you don't write the data to file, and everything. Once you open the file, vi is the command to open the file name, vi and a file name. Let's say my file is in different folder. I need to provide the path of that file, or I can cd to that folder and I can open the file using vi. Okay, that's the first thing.
Thank you, Vishnu.
Once I enter into the file, the first thing I need to do, I need to go to insert mode. Right now you see that I'm not in insert mode. So in order to go to insert mode, shift I, that will take you to the insert mode. Then add the data, whatever the data that you want to add.
Okay.
Adding the data and escape shift colon WQ shift 1. Okay, and you will save the data and exit from that file. Okay.
Okay, Vishnu, thank you.
Those things I should have told you guys on the basic Linux commands. Yeah, but it's okay, my bad. So that's something. Now I'm in the brand new computer. What computer is it? It is an Amazon Linux computer. It's not a macOS anymore, right? And this is the IP address of that computer. This is the host, and I'm logged in as a EC2 user. So the assignment that I gave you guys, very simple, pretty straightforward. I told you to create a 5 users. Sudo add user 1. Okay, and the password for that user. I did even give you the commands as well. Sudo pass wd user 1.
Username.
That's it. And username. Yeah, absolutely. Username. And provide the password for that user. And confirm that password for that user. Now, switch user to the new user that you created. Switch, su is the command, space dash, username. And you need to provide the password for that user. Right? Now you see that. Now you logged in as a user 1. Now I want to generate a SSH key. What is the command? SSH-keygen is the command to generate a SSH key. And yeah, I just leave the default 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So if you see this particular line, right? What did you say? So your identification has been saved. Your home directory, which is user1 and .ssh and ID underscore RSA. Let me see where I'm at right now. I am at my home directory. So I am here already. I'm here already. Now I need to go to .ssh. But what key should I add to GitHub repository? I should have added public key to the GitHub repository, not private. But it is in the same folder. You see that .ssh folder. What I need to do, go to .ssh folder, right? And grab that public key, right? Grab that public key and go to the GitHub. How simple is that? Very, very dead easy. Go to GitHub. How can I add it? Settings and SSH and GPG keys and add a new key. Even I want to see something. I want to see what belongs to what. User 1. Just, just for identification purpose, just a name of this key, just for identification purpose. Now I have added my key and it is asking me for password. Hopefully that will work. Yes, it worked. Yay. So you see that this is Feb batch, yesterday's key. And I don't have that server anymore. I can delete, but don't worry about that. So user 1, this is the key that I just added, right? I can even create a repository like the assignment that I gave you. I can create a new repository and I can call it as a repo 1, right? Repo 1 and create that new repository. and I added my SSH key already. So now I can clone this repository as an SSH user, right? Just copy, or I can click on this box. Okay. The first thing, I need to come out of this .sh folder. The reason I came to the .sh folder for that public key, and I got my public key already. Get out of that site. Okay. Now clone that repository. What? Clone that repository. Let's go here, grab that URL. Right? It's gonna fail. I know why it's gonna fail. Why it is failed? Can you guys tell me?
Yeah, Git is not installed.
Exactly. So easy. Let's go here and install Git. What is the command? Yum install Git. I cannot able to install. I won't be able to, like I'm unable to install Git. You know why? I'm trying to install Git as a user one. But user one is a not root user. He's not a root user, right? So what I will do, I'll get out of here. Switch back as a EC2 user. I would just exit, and that will take me to the EC2 user, and I will install Git. And I can go back to that, what user? User one. Right? And I want to see, let me clear my screen first. And clone that directory now. Clone that repository now. Anybody have any questions? If I do ls, there is a repo one. You guys didn't have a question like, hey, you have installed Git with a different user, and now you're trying to clone that repository with a different user, and how does that work? How does that work, Vishnu? Come on. Can you help us? Things like that.
Vishnu, why we have created that SSH and GPG key, Vishnu, again for this also?
Sorry, what did you say?
Why we created the all before the step you have created a SSH key gen, right? Why we did that step, Vishnu? I'm not clear with that. Sorry.
In order to establish the connection for Git.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So yeah, it's not only for Git. It is not only for Git. So this user has a key pair, right? One public key and one private key. And the private key, he can keep it, and the public key, he can add whatever the server he wants, so that he can get what is that? The remote authentication. He can get connection between that server. Let's say now we added that public key to GitHub, right? And we can add the public key to another EC2 instance as well, so that he can connect to that EC2 instance from this EC2 instance. Excuse me.
Okay.
You know how that happened? Because he has a lock over there and a key, he has it.
Okay.
I did.
So who will be that user one, Vishnu? Who will be that user one, Vishnu? Means for us, who will be that user one will be?
He is just a user of this server, user for this computer, basically. మీకు అర్థమైందా? So నేనేం చెప్తున్నా అంటే what I've been telling you guys is computer has multiple users. Okay, just give me 1 second. I need to reply to this guy. I'm so sorry about that.
I think Vishnu, with user one, people are getting confused. So for example, whatever I understand, I'm saying, so EC2 is, for example, think EC2 is the admin. Instead of EC2, just imagine my name, Ramya. I'm as an admin. I created Aishwarya, Sharda as other users. Where, in this case, the user one is, for example, you can say Sharda. So she is the other user without admin rights. I'm the one, EC2, who created Sharda.
Exactly. So
But she is also having public key and private key, right? That the user one is also having public and private. User two is also having public and private.
exactly, that's what I told you. So you have 5 public keys added to GitHub because the keys belongs to the user, not for the computer.
See, everyone, for authentication purpose, every key is unique, right? So if Sharda and Aishwarya has same keys, how can we provide authentication that who is what?
Yesterday, did we miss this tip, Vishnu, or like you wanted us to explore this tip?
I wanted you guys to explore this step with the
Okay,
5
Vishnu.
users. That means 5
You
users.
see, Vishnu, in my case, like I didn't have any like experience about GitHub or like any Linux commands at all. It was really a toughest challenge for me to establish this kind of connections and all, Vishnu. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
sorry, like.
Yeah, it's the same in my case also.
yeah,
Yeah, same here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely.
Really sorry, Vishnu. We don't want to like waste your
No,
time. Like,
no,
but
no,
really, I'm finding hard time, Vishnu.
no,
Really,
no.
sorry.
But no. So the reason I'm not even shouting, the reason is I know you guys having very, very hard time, very, very tough time. All I did in my first 3-4 months, I just watched it. Somebody's working for me. They did not even tell me what they are doing. I just watched it. That's it. That's how I learned. They did not even tell me because if they told me, they're not gonna get work from next month onwards. That's how they treat. But
Okay.
how I'm gonna know you guys are having issues? Right? That's why I've been telling you guys, if you guys are getting issues, post me your outputs and I will feel that you guys getting any issues. I'll find a way to help you.
Okay, Vishnu.
Yeah, you trying to work and you couldn't able to connect to the GitHub in 10-15 minutes and you switch back to Instagram or Facebook. And I don't want that. That's something that we don't want that. Not only me. End of the day, you guys need a job. End of the day,
Yeah.
you don't get what you are getting right now. You don't even understand what you're getting. It's not about just getting a job. This is, if you work another 20 years of your life, you'll be in a next level another 20 years of your life. You know what I mean? So I want you to guys pay attention what you guys do. Even if you don't do it, I just clearly, literally help that piece, how you can open a file, how you can edit a file, how you can close a file and things like that. If you got that issue yesterday, and if you take a picture of it, and if you post that picture in the WhatsApp group, you wouldn't wait till now. You wouldn't wait, till tomorrow 6 o'clock. And today is last session of the week, and I'm going to give you more work for the next 2-3 days. And we did not do anything. Actually, we got an issue and things like that. That's something not good for you. It's not for me. So that's why I'm just trying to get you guys, like trying to motivate you guys. That's it. So don't take it wrong, okay?
Thank you.
So you understood what should I have done, right? You understood that one, right?
Yeah, I got it now, Vishnu. After the scenario like explanation, each user have their own key. Actually, I got it now. Thank you so much.
I haven't get into that repository yet. Let me go to that repository And now I'm in that repository. If I do git branch, right? There is no branch because there is no branch created for that repository. Now let's try to add something, and on .txt.
Vishnu, is it not something by default we have main or master branch?
On your first commit, you will have a default on your first commit, either main or master branch, but we haven't committed yet anything, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So git add file.txt and a git commit. -m added first file, added file. You see that? So I tried to commit this change and it got me this error. Hey, it is clearly telling me run this. Okay, let me run this. Right? Run this. Let me, oh, what? Seriously? Let me run this command and I will see. But I need to replace this email. You see that user.email, right? Just replace that user.email and just enter your email, not mine. 88@gmail.com. Hopefully that's right. And next, enter your username. Okay, now it's done. We did commit the changes. Just use git push origin master. Okay, there is no master, I guess. This time it's a main. To set your identity, give me 1 second. Git status. Okay, we have this file, new file. Git commit -m updated file. Okay, git push origin master. Okay, git push. Yeah, it's a main. Okay, the new branch and on our first commit, main has been added. Let's go to our repository and let's refresh here. You see that this is the main file.txt. So the assignment was one user, one repository, 5 files. I could create file2.txt, file3, file3.txt, file4.txt, file5.txt. Okay, I can add all the files with one command, git add dot. The dot will add all the changes, but I did not tell you because I want you to guys run the commands 5 times, one at a time, so that you guys won't forget that commands. That's the strategy that I'm trying to help you guys. But if you guys having really issues, let me know so that we can work. Just don't sit, because when you try to learn something, you are the one, end of the day, you need to work. If I show you everything, if I show you each and every piece, if I show you how to connect all these pieces 100 times, you're not going to get it. Promise. I'm telling you with experience, you're never ever going to get it. If you do it, if you find problems, if you try to identify the solution, and if you don't get that solution, then we can work on that and you will remember that and you can get it. You don't need to explain, somebody will come and 5 times, 10 times, 100 times. No, That's okay. This is not about the Git, or this is not about this Linux, or this is not about this. Today is Amazon Linux, tomorrow is something else. And day after tomorrow is something else. Today is a Docker, tomorrow is something else. Today is a AWS, tomorrow is a GCP. Day after tomorrow is Azure. But if you know how to troubleshoot, and if you know how to approach, tomorrow is whatever it is, you're gonna get there. So that's something that I wanted to tell you guys. Are we clear with assignment today? So I did it for one user, right? Can you guys are gonna do it for another 4 users?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
going to share this video as well. Actually, the video, yesterday video was, it took a lot of time to convert it. And I saw that this morning actually to convert as a MP4. But yeah, today maybe I'll try to, if the video will be ready by 10, I'll send it to you. But so I wanted to tell you one thing as well. So the keys, remember, I had to switch back to EC2 user in order to install a Git. Okay. So the packages, the applications, they belongs to the server, not user. Okay. Applications, whatever the applications you install, let's say I want to run Python code on this computer, right? Excuse me, I can install Python as a root user. Every user can run their script. They don't need to install Python again. Those applications, they belongs to the computer. It's like you install GitHub on your computer, right? And you can give your computer to someone and they can use that GitHub, Git bash as well, right? It's similar like that. You are installing something on your computer. That means everybody can use it. So I have installed Git using EC2 user because EC2 user is the only root user. This user one doesn't have a root privileges, root permissions. So he had to use that Git. Somebody had to install that. So that somebody in this case is a EC2 user. Okay. So the assignment will be the same. I want you to guys complete your assignment. Aishwarya, are you good with assignment?
Vishnu, yesterday what I did is I created with the EC2, then I added a user called DevOps.
Okay.
After doing Git connection and all, like I got one error, like I don't have a permission to add the file to repository, like that I got the message. That's where I came to this wheel command and I changed it. So did I miss this SSH key to perform the add operation, or did I missed anything here?
You missed SSH key gen actually. You did not generate a key for a DevOps user. So yeah.
I no need to touch that wheel file, right? I don't need to touch that wheel file.
No, you don't need to. I did not tell you to add these users to a wheel group. I did not say that. All I said, just create 5 users, switch back as each user, generate SSH key, and copy your public SSH key. Each user has his own public SSH key. Copy that, and you're going to add that public key to GitHub. So you will be adding 5 public keys for 5 users. And you will be cloning 5 repositories, each user 1 repository. And you will be pushing 5 files for each repository. That means you will be practicing Git commands 25 times. And you will be practicing add user command 5 times. So that switching back user here and there, that's a good amount of work. That's a very good work, actually, I can say. So Madhavi, are we good with assignment?
Thank you.
Yeah, now I got it. In yesterday's assignment, I did not install Git on EC2. Now I got it.
Okay. So if I try to run some Python, right? Let's say Python. Okay, Python installed. So Python basically came up with a Amazon Linux machine. Okay. This is how I can get out. Okay. Yeah. You see that? So Java command not there. That means Java not installed on this computer. Let's try to Vim. Oh, Vim is there. If you see something, the command not found, all you need to do, just install that. For example, AWS. Okay, it's there because it's AWS, Amazon Linux. So yeah, that is fine. But don't wait. If you get some issue, something like that, don't wait till next class. So let's say I'm giving you assignment today and you're getting some issues. Next class will be on Monday. Are you gonna wait till Monday? So what would you do the whole weekend, right? So that's something that we want, we would have to take care of it. If I were you, definitely I would take care of that. Things like that. Priya, are we good with an assignment?
Yes, Vishnu. Actually, I completed an assignment, but I have one question. Like, until now, I have cloned my own repositories in my Git bash, right? If I want to clone your repository or someone else's repository, my SSH key has to be added to your GitHub account. Is that possible, or we can't do that?
No. You don't need to add your SSH key to the somebody's. It is possible. So if you add your SSH key to my GitHub repository, right? You are going to get access, and on the first commit, you would have to configure your email address and your username so that I will know who is committing what, who is making changes what. Okay.
Okay.
That's one thing. The second thing is, let's say what is that? So this is my repository, right? This is the repo one is my repository, and let's open your repository. So if I add so you don't have access to add your public key to my repository, right? You won't, because you need a username and a password for my account in order to get to settings, right? You don't have that.
Yeah.
So what we will do is, let's go to the repository. Let's go to your repository, I guess. Okay, this is somebody's repository. Let's go to this repository. If I open this repository, okay, I want to clone this repository, right? For example.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try to clone it. SSH. Okay, let's go here. I want to come out this repository that I'm in right now, git clone. I'm able to clone it.
Okay.
Right? So if you are unable to clone it, let's see. This is that repository one. This is that I'm able to clone it. So because I'm able to clone it, you know why? Because these are all public repositories, right? Whose repository? This is Aishwarya's repository. This is a public repository. Let's say Aishwarya, Aishwarya bought this. Remember, when you create a repository, this is public or private?
It is
Right?
private. Yeah.
Yeah. It is a private, but still you want to use the content of it, right? What you need to do, just fork it to your personal repository. So you won't make any changes to their repository, but you will make changes to the copy of their repository that you got. Okay, just fork it right here. Just fork. If I fork it, you see that fork one, right? You see that name changed. Now repository one. I have the copy of the repository one.
Okay.
Yeah. So she cannot add her public key to my GitHub account. She cannot do that because she doesn't have my access key, username and a password in order to log in and go to settings and everything, right? But she can fork it. You can fork this repository, things like that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Did I answer your question actually?
Yes, Vishnu, I got it.
Okay. Let's go from Sharda. Are you good with your assignment?
No, Vishnu, I have to do because I didn't get that. So I don't have time in the mornings. Only in the nights I work usually.
Okay.
So that's things that's why I immediately put the message. I work whole day, so I don't have time in the mornings.
Okay. Okay. So did you get?
So I
Did you
definitely
understand?
I'll work in the weekends tomorrow, and this weekend I'll keep before the next class.
Okay.
I'll
Did you
submit before
understand
the
that?
next.
Did you understand the assignment
Yeah,
actually?
yeah. Now I got your point.
Okay. Vanita,
Please
did
try
you-
to share the video as soon after the class, Vishnu. That's my request.
yeah, yeah. Even the video was not ready last night's
Yeah,
video,
that's
but I did share
okay.
a video. I recorded that video as well. So
Okay.
yeah, that's a file permission. So I should have shared the GitHub as well, but
Oh,
it's okay.
uh,
And
okay. No worries. No worries.
yeah, Vanita, are we good with an assignment?
Yeah, Vishnu. Because this is new to me. My husband only helped me to do assignment.
Oh yeah. Try to take over as soon as possible. Okay. You
Yeah, thank you.
you make mistakes first, then you should go to him. You should not
Yeah,
ask him, hey, somebody told me, Vishnu told me to push this. How can I do that? You cannot do that. If you do that, you cannot learn. मैं लिख के दूंगा आपको 1000 bond paper में लिख के दूंगा. So you should try first, then you should go to him. Okay?
yeah, sure. Whenever I have doubts, he rectified that. That's it.
Yes. Divya, are we good?
Vishnu, actually, I had an issue with that EC2 instance, that key one, right? There I stuck. And after today, you explained it, right? Parallelly, I did here. So that EC2 done, but still I have to do the keys generation, that user one and all. I didn't try.
Okay. So now let's work on some branching strategies. How people create branches and why branches are, why people use branches, right? And right now, let's go to our repository, which is repo1, right? And if I do git branch, this is the main branch. This is, consider this one as the release branch. When I say release branch, this branch has the code that is running in the production. For example, and let's put some file in it, and let's try to put some HTML file. For example, vim and mens dot, actually men, right? Men, there is no s, dot html, right? Grab some code. I don't know any HTML code. What I would do, W3 schools, grab some HTML code, HTML basic website. For example, let's grab something from there and let's put some code over there. Okay. No, I'll just go with the basic. So if let's consider this one is the code that is running in my current production server. For example, git add, git commit, -m, added new HTML file, git push, origin, main, right? Now this is the main branch right now, right? And since this is a main branch, since code will be releasing from this branch, my manager told me to, hey, so right now there is a application, men's can shop their, like, shoes and everything, right? I want to have very similar application, like a very similar application for newborns, kids or newborns. And can you do that? Like, can you do that? Okay, I can do that. The requirement will come like that. The business requirement will come like that. They don't know what you do, what you write, what you do. The business requirement will be, hey, I want very something similar like this. For example, Delta Airlines, right? What they will do, all you need to give them, all you need to provide them your name, right? Your name or last name or reservation number. They are going to enter that reservation number and they can pull the data. If there is a duplicate data, right? Multiple people have a same last name and a same reservation number. Okay, so they will come to the business people and they will ask, hey, actually, you know what? So when we have a duplicate people with the same last name and the same reservation number, we are having hard time. Actually, you know what? Can you filter? Can you try to add a filter to grab the details using SSN? Okay, sure, ma'am. We are going to add one more field. They don't say that we are going to add one more field of blah blah blah. So what they will say, for example, right now we have a men code, okay, and right now they should develop. It's not there. They should develop, and they don't know how long it's going to take, and they don't know whether it's going to work or not. But they will know it's going to work, but they don't know how long it's going to take, right? And I don't want to make any changes to the release branch, because if I try to make changes to this release branch, right, tomorrow there is something wrong with a something wrong with a application, Nike's men application, right? What should I do? I should create, like, I should provision new server and deploy that whole release branch into new server so that users can access the website. Then I can investigate what went wrong, why the server has been down. So if I make any changes to this server, I'm not sure it's going to work or not. So what I will do, I'm not going to make any changes to this branch. Basically, what I will do, I can create a new branch, right? How I can create a new branch? You can create a new branch from here as well. Okay, you can create a new branch from here as well. Go here, view all branches. Okay, all branches. Okay, you cannot create a branch from here. I think that was a Bitbucket actually. Okay, so what I will do, I will clone the branch, the release branch, so that I will have up-to-date code. I can clone that release branch using git pull origin master. What happens is I am cloning all the up-to-date changes. I'm cloning all up-to-date changes, so that right now my main branch has all changes, and I can create my own branch using git checkout is the command to check you out to a new branch. But you don't have any new branch, I can create a new branch using -b flag. -b will create a branch and a checkout will check you out to that branch. So newborn, let's say you will get Jira ticket, right? For example, Jira ticket 1, 2, 3, Jira ticket 1, 2, 3. That's how people assign tickets in the work, right? And I would put little bit like, newborn, something like that, newborn. Okay, now you see that, switch it to new branch. Switch it to new branch. Now if I do git branch, I'm in this branch. If I make any changes to my code for testing, it's not gonna it's not gonna impact on this branch. So that if Macy's.com or if any other app.com is down, they can deploy the code from this branch because I'm not making changes. Basically, what I'm doing is I am doing another version. I am doing a duplicate of release branch and I'm making changes to the duplicate, and I'm going to test from the duplicate if that works, and I'm going to create a pull request to say, hey Dan, this is working for me, I tested it locally, can you check and approve that? Okay, and they will try to, let's make changes to that HTML file, main HTML, right? And let's try to add something. Okay, they have header 1, my first heading, paragraph 1, my first paragraph, right? Okay, let's add header 2. I don't know, I don't know this front end, but okay, my second heading, H2 started and H2 ended, right? And let's say, okay, Sindhu, is this correct? Sindhu, are you there?
Yes, yes, Vishnu.
Okay, I'm going to add another paragraph, second paragraph, whatever. Don't laugh, there are spelling mistakes, so that's okay, that's fine. So I made changes. Hey, I have added, I have added all the code that you requested, right? Git commit -m added changes for a new feature. What is the feature? Newborn. What is a newborn? That's something, whatever. Git push origin. This time I'm pushing to Jira branch. You see that Jira 1, 2, 3 newborn? I'm pushing changes to different branch. I'm not touching main branch. Okay, let's go here. Okay, and let's refresh my screen. And you see that now I have 2 branches. This branch, active branch is this. That means I'm in this branch right now. So let's go to repository. This is a repository. A repository can have n number of branches. Okay, n number of branches. You can create as many branches you want. If I go here, this is my branch that I created for testing, and this is the release branch. Now I'm telling my manager, hey, this is ready to test, this is ready to merge so that we can give the business people a new feature. Okay, how I'm going to test it? Hey, you can create a pull request. That's what they will say. You see that? Pull request and new pull request, and from which branch to which branch? This is my Jira branch, right? That's where I made changes. Jira branch, and even you could check what are the changes that you are making. You see that this is the change that I made. You see that my second heading and my second paragraph, this change will be going to merge to this main branch. If I do this, if I merge this PR, this is an extra commit will be added to our release branch. What is our release branch here? Main branch. Okay, create a pull request. That's fine. I can put little comment what it does exactly, and what they will do. You see that reviewers in the right side, you can add reviewers. You see that, type username for reviewers. When you see in the organization, you will see bunch of your co-workers because they do have access to GitHub as well, right? You will see the reviewers here. You will add reviewers. You see that you can add up to 15 reviewers, so they can come here, right? And they can see the commits that you made. Okay, who made some changes? This person made some changes. They can see files that are being changed. Okay, how many files? Just one file. What are the changes? Okay, these are the changes. Okay, okay. They do even test from this branch. They do clone this branch to their local. Maybe they do test from their local, or they do use Jenkins to test it. And if they think like, okay, this is going to be good one and it's not going to break anything, what they will do, they will approve that pull request. Okay, companies will have a strategy. You need at least 2 approvals in order to merge this pull request. That means at least 2 people should review this pull request. Okay, okay, we got, you see that you see now it's a green, right? That means it's ready to merge. But in the companies, it won't be like this until you get approvals. Okay, let's assume that we got an approval, and let's merge this branch, and yes, confirm merge. You see that this branch has been merged. Now I should see those changes, the changes that I did add in my release branch, right? You see that? Look at this. This is a main branch, and these are the changes that I did add. In our case, this is a newborn application changes, right? So now, any questions? Anybody have any questions actually before we continue? This is all about GitHub. So we don't do much here. We do a lot of things inside AWS because that is the infrastructure. We don't do much here. All we need to know just 10 commands, and that's it. How to create repositories and how to create branches, review PRs, and that's it. And there are some commands that you guys need to explore. Let's say git log. That will give me all the changes that I made. Git log will get you all the changes that you just made. Okay. Okay, come out of it. Wow. How can I get out of it? Can someone help me?
Vishnu, yesterday I got the same error, but I don't know. Somehow I came out of it.
Somehow you came out of it?
Yeah, I hit so many things, so I came out of it.
Okay, let me hit so many things.
And just give a Q, Vishnu. I think it should.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah, exactly. That's Priya, right?
Yes, Vishnu.
Yeah, I knew that you were gonna tell me. But
Is
yeah,
it just Q? Is it just Q?
Just a Q. Let's try one more time. Just a Q. Yeah, that's it. Git log. Git log will tell you the changes that you are making. You see that? So that's a git log, and a git branch will tell you where you are at right now. And if you want to see all branches available, git branch -a. That will tell you how many branches are there, all the branches that are available for that repository. And you can merge from here as well. In order to merge, you wanted to merge one branch to another branch, right? And you should be in the base branch. Let's say I want to merge a feature branch. In this case, this one, I want to merge that feature branch to my release branch. I should be in the release branch. Okay. Now, I want to make sure where I'm at right now. I'm in the main branch, and the git merge is the command. This is my base branch, and I'm making changes from this branch to my base branch. enter. You see that? Git status, each time this is a good practice. Git status will give you where you are at. So I am behind one push. Just use git push. It's rejected. You know why it's rejected? Try to give specific branch, git push, origin, main. Still it's rejected. It is giving me some hint. Can someone tell me what went wrong here and what should I do to fix it? Anyone?
You need to do git pull after making changes in that branch.
Okay, let's do git pull. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's gonna work. Git push. It worked, right?
It's already up to date.
Because we merged from the console as well, right? So if we don't merge from the console, there should be a commit already, but we merged it from the console, then we merging here. So everything is up to date. Git push worked this time. So this is, you will see very oftenly. You see that this error message, right? You will see. And don't afraid what this is, how can I fix it? Because all you need to do, you know what is git pull? Git pull means, let's say multiple people working on the same branch, not same branch, basically, I'm sorry, same repository. Okay, but so they are making changes to this branch. They merge some changes to this branch. Since your last clone, you clone this branch, after some time some of the developers or somebody will they made some changes to this branch. Your copy, the copy that you cloned is not same as the copy that have right now, that has that branch. So in order to add your changes, you need to clone their changes first. And you don't have to go here and git clone. No, all you need to do, just pull those changes to your local copy. Then you can push your changes to the remote repository. Are we clear? So this is the last section in the Git. We don't have any sections on the Git, but we will integrate Git with the Jenkins, and we will integrate Jenkins with a Git using webhook, and we'll install Jenkins and everything. Any questions on the Git? So the same thing will be with the Bitbucket as well. The same thing, Bitbucket as well. You will see some console changes. You see that right side, you will see these settings, right? Maybe you could see settings somewhere else, left side, maybe you could add user from left side. That's it. Commands are same, creating branches are same, adding repositories are same, everything is same. In the Bitbucket, you can create branches from the console as well. So GitLab is also same commands, same repository, same branches. If anybody asks you, hey, have you worked on GitLab? Have you worked on Bitbucket? You can say, yes, I have more than 4 or 5 years experience with the GitHub and Bitbucket. All we need to say, just yes, we do have experience. What command should we use to commit a change? Or git commit and a small message, commit a change. Okay. Can you give me all the commands to commit a change? Okay, git add, git commit, git push. That's it. Simple. That's what they ask. How can I merge a branch to a different branch? Go to your base branch and use git merge, and merge your whatever the changes that you are trying to merge that branch to your base branch. That's it. This is all the questions that they ask. Forget about their questions. This is the work that you do when you get a job. Any questions on the Git? No questions on the Git?
No.
No, Vishnu.
Okay. Yeah. So